and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Finding Shiro. I'm Shiro and we are finding her. Okay, so if this is your first time on this channel, what should they do?
They should remember to subscribe.
You need to talk a bit louder.
They should remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your family and friends.
And don't forget to do what? Tap on that notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a video. It's a no-brainer. Come on. Okay, 5 seconds. Do it then. Cool. Welcome to the family. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for coming back. Karibu sana. Always a pleasure to be your host. Good. Alrighty. So in this video, I have got the most beautiful, the smartest, the kindest, the most intelligent, the sweetest little girl on the entire face of this planet. Yes, and it is scientifically proven. It is facts. She is indeed the sweetest, the most beautiful, the most wonderful, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. And it is my daughter. She is, how old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11. Yes, she is 11. And she's here on this episode, and she's gonna be telling, be talking a bit about what this process has been, you know, how she has had, what she's experienced, what her experience in this process has been. And when we talk about this process, we're talking about my gastric sleeve surgery that I am due to get in about a week's time. It's been a long journey, right, Mama?
Yeah.
It's been a very, very long journey. It did start as a gastric sleeve. If you watched other videos, you know that we started at what? What was the first procedure I was gonna get?
Oh, I think it was a balloon.
Yes, it was a gastric balloon. And why was I going to get the gastric balloon? Do you remember?
I think it was because you didn't want anything permanent and because you didn't want to go under, what do you call that?
Anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
Yeah. And do you know why even I was starting to I wanted to even get a gastric balloon? What was the reason I was even going to be getting the gastric balloon?
It was to lose weight. Because it was affecting your knees and you wanted to hang out with us outside and stuff and go on little adventures.
Yeah. So actually, that's true. So there was this one thing that triggered this whole thing. There's one thing that triggered me into like going like, okay, I am going to do everything that it takes to get control of this, because I've the pain in my knees and the pain in my feet have been having it for 2 years. This summer, 2 years. Like, so. But there's one thing that triggered that change. And what is that one thing?
It's because she wanted to come outside and play basketball with us.
Yes. It's because she loves basketball and she has been constantly asking me if I can go down and play basketball with her. But with the state of my feet, I couldn't. And my knees, I couldn't. We actually tried, didn't we?
Yeah.
We tried and it didn't go very well. I'm thankful that we did not make a video. I hope no one was recording. That is my sincere hope, that there is no record of that day. But actually, maybe for this journey it would have been a good thing for them to see where we started, right?
Yeah.
It would have been a good thing. But I remember you guys recorded me going up the stairs at some point. Was it down the stairs? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think it was Christian that did that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Took a video of me going there because it's just bad. Yeah, so that's what actually triggered this whole process, that this little girlie wanted to play basketball with me, and I realized that I couldn't. My feet could not carry my body, they couldn't carry my weight. It was just absolutely terrible, and I want to be there for her. So I had to make the changes. Yeah, so that's why. And we started talking, and then I started talking about the balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how was that?
It was a bit like, okay, at first, but then it became a little bit more like, okay, I think you should do it.
Okay, so when I first talked about the balloon, how did you feel?
I was a bit like, maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay.
And
Uh-huh.
and then it was like, yeah, sure, you should do it.
And when did you become sure? Okay, sure, you can do it. When did that dawn on you?
Well, when I realized how much it was affecting you.
Mm. Okay, so this is after I sat you down and I told you what my reasons for wanting to get the gastric balloon at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then we moved from the gastric balloon and went to the gastric sleeve, right?
Yeah.
And
I was a bit like, I was unsure about that one for a while because I really didn't want you to be. Well, another thing about the balloon was you were going to be super far away from me.
yeah,
And it would be the first time.
yeah.
And that was kind of the same feeling with the sleeve. And just this time you would be under anesthesia and actually go through like a surgery.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit scary.
Uh-huh.
So I was leaning more towards that you would do the balloon
Instead of the sleeve.
Yeah.
Do you remember why I started talking about doing this, getting the surgery, the sleeve?
No.
You don't remember?
No, I don't think so.
Why I changed from the balloon to the sleeve? You don't remember, Ma?
No.
Okay, it's because the balloon was not sustainable.
Mm.
I want a solution that is sustainable. That when we talked about it, Ma. That when I take it off,
Yeah.
when the balloon comes out, that I wanted to make sure that I would not put on the weight all the weight back up. And according to the research that I had done, and what the advice I had gotten from doctors, was that I was probably going to get the weight back on because of the side effect. One of the major side effects of the balloon is that once it's removed, you become like ravenous. You become very, 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 very hungry because the hunger hormones that have been in your stomach have been satiated for however long you've had the balloon in. They have been taken care of. They've not been triggered. So the minute they remove it, they remove the balloon, your stomach becomes like, we want food. And it's some people actually say that they actually cannot control how much they eat. They cannot, because they never get full. Yeah. So it kind of leaves you in a worse condition than you were before. And yeah, so that's why I moved from this sleeve from the balloon to the sleeve. And then
you moved back to the balloon.
We moved back to the balloon. Yes. And when why did we move back to the balloon? Do you remember?
Mostly because you didn't want to go under any anesthesia.
Yes, it was a back and forth. That journey was just back and forth. And then I still went back and found, oh God, found some more proof that showed that the balloon was not sustainable, which is what I was looking for, a sustainable solution. So I went back to the sleeve again, and then I got scared again and started talking about something new. Do you remember what it was?
I think it was cutting your stomach smaller.
But that's the sleeve, Mama.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the sleeve is cutting the stomach. You know this. The gastric sleeve is where you cut part of the stomach off, and that's the surgery. I started talking about something else that was not a surgery. Yeah. Something that I can have done here in Denmark, but it was going to cost money, and going to cost a lot of money, and was probably going to be something that I would have to do for the rest of my entire life. Do you remember now?
I think it was cutting all of the...
It has nothing to do with cutting.
Nothing. I can't remember, no.
Because I started talking about Wegovy.
Oh yeah, that medicine.
The medicine, yes, Mama.
Medicine.
The medicine. Then I started talking about Wegovy.
Yeah, that was for a very short period of time.
Yeah, that was very short. As you hear, that was a very short, because that black box warning of thyroid cancer, and then coupled up with the fact that it is a lifelong treatment, I just couldn't get behind that. So I went back to what?
To the sleeve.
I went back to the sleeve, and have been on the sleeve since.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about the sleeve now, Mama?
I'm feeling better about the sleeve. Still a bit nervous for you to be very far away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of gonna be the first time.
Mm-hmm. How long am I away from you?
You're away for a week.
Yes, I'm away for a week. For 7 days, I'm gonna be away. Mm-hmm. Actually, it's just 6. Yeah, it's 7 days, Mama. Because I live on the second. Yeah, it's 7 days. Yes, I'm gonna be away for 7 days. So is that the only worry that you had?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, and hopefully you don't get stranded over there.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no, I cannot get stranded because I have a very good team of doctors. You've had me talk to them.
Yes.
Yeah. And arrange and organize everything. You've seen all the papers that they've sent me.
Yes.
you read some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. How have I included you in this process?
It included me very much.
And how have I done that?
Mostly asking how we feel about that. The fact that you're going to be far away, you're getting the surgery in the first place. And you've also included us in what the doctors have been saying, how you're going to do it, and giving us all the information about it. All the information you know.
Did you say hello to one of my doctors?
I don't think so, no.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was my therapist. Okay. That's another doctor. It's a doctor, but not the one you're talking about.
No.
But we've also, it's something I've been doing a lot that you have also been a part of. What is it?
Also getting ready for the surgery.
Yeah, getting ready for the surgery, to prepare me to get ready for the surgery, to do my research on the surgery.
Yes.
What have I been doing a lot of that you have been a part of as well?
Doing research.
And how have I been doing that research?
On YouTube.
On YouTube. So we have watched videos upon videos upon videos upon videos of people who have done the gastric sleeve, people who've done them in Cancun, people who've done them in the US, in Germany, in Prague, in Turkey, in Denmark, in Germany, in South Africa, in Kenya, in Nigeria, like everything.
Yeah.
To see the different kinds of how their processes have been, to see how their scars have been healing. So we've really followed a lot of people's journeys, right, in this process.
Yeah.
What else have we done? We've also, to prepare for the journey, we've also learned a lot about how it's going to affect us afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Afterwards. So what's that one deal that we have with you? I have with you guys.
One deal, I'm not sure if this is one you're talking about, but is that if we go to restaurants, she'll be eating off our plates because it would be wasting money to buy a whole entire new dish if she's not going to be able to finish it.
Yeah.
Or even eat that much of it.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that you and I actually have done something. Do you remember we went to a shop because we found out how much I was going to eat?
Yes. We went to this store that supplies all sorts of things, but also containers. And she's going to be eating 60 grams of food. I saw like the container that she should be using, and it was tiny. I'm like, how can you live off of that?
Yeah. That was. I was looking at the 61 and looking at the 50 and then looking at the 100 and going like, even the 100 one is not like big enough. Like, oh my gosh, this is how much I'm gonna be eating. You know, it's surreal. What else have we done to get ready for the process?
Well, we did a bit of putting food in the freezer.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
So you were with me when I made the soup. Yeah. I made a broth for the first the liquid phase. We're actually going to make another broth. Gonna make another broth for just so I have something else.
Excuse me.
Bless you. What else have we done to get ready? Practical things.
Practical things.
There's a thing that we did that was practical, that you and I and Christian actually, we did something. We went out and did something.
Went out?
Yeah.
Went out where?
To the shops. And did something.
And bought your ice cube containers and stuff.
Yeah. So we got the stuff that I'm gonna be using. So we got the ice trays that had the amount of food that I'm going to be eating in every sitting. We got plates
and cups.
And I'm still going to buy cutlery. I haven't found cutlery, children's cutlery, because that's what you need.
And by the way, we've got 2 big ice cube trays, so it's actually not the mom's gonna be eating.
Which one?
The ice cube trays.
What?
They're too big.
Oh yeah. So I didn't even feel it all the way because it's a little bit bigger. They don't make it. They don't make small stuff. Yeah. So you're feeling good about the surgery?
Yeah.
And the only thing that you're ish about, or the only thing that you're like about, is the fact that I'm going to be away from you for 7 days.
Far away from me.
Far away from you for 7 days. Yeah, it's going to be the first time that I'm away from you in such a long time.
Out of the country, away from me.
Yeah, out of the country, away from you. That's true. Out of the country, away from you, yes.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to be in a totally different country, and you're going to be in a totally different country.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk, right?
Yeah.
And that's something you talked about. We're going to do a lot of videos and video calls, and I'm going to update you on everything that's happening.
Every day.
Every single day. We're going to talk up to many times in a day.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the arrangements that I've made with where you're going to be while I'm away?
I'm feeling good. It's going to be pretty nice.
So where are you going to be?
We're going to be at a family friend's house.
Yes. And do you know these people?
Yes.
Do you know these people?
Yes.
Yes. How long have you known them?
All my life.
All your entire life, yes. So I'm leaving the kids with a family friend that has been in my life since I got to this country. So before even Christian was born, this girl has been in my life, and she's a very dear friend of mine. So she's the one I'm going to be leaving the kids with. She's trusted me with her kids. I trust her completely with mine. So I am not nervous about where they're going to be or anything like that. No. Not at all. Do you have any last words to maybe say to kids that might, to kids whose parents might be considering getting a gastric sleeve? It's
going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
They're going to survive.
They're going to survive, yeah. We also looked at the percentages, the rates of success, right?
Yeah.
And how many of those surgeries end up in death.
Yeah.
And it's nothing. It's nothing. Of course, it is a complication that can happen, but the stats, the statistics, the stats are so low. So it's a very, very safe procedure to undergo. Yeah. So that was your parting shot to kids.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay?
It's gonna be okay.
What's your parting shot to parents who might be considering doing this?
Well, I'm not a parent, so I can't tell you exactly, but do it.
It's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
For their health.
For their health and for their kids, and yeah.
Yeah. If it brings about, if it increases the quality of life for you and your family, then do it. By all means, do it.
Do it.
Hello? So your parting shot to the adults is that they should do it if it increases the quality of life, that it's something that you'd encourage them to do, so that they can be there for their kids as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's a decision that you make also for your children. Would you tell them that it's important to involve their children? How would you have felt if I had not involved you in it?
I think I would be a lot more worried because I wouldn't know anything about what was happening at all. I would just know that you would be leaving to get a surgery. That's about what I would know. So, yeah, I would be pretty worried. So
involving you in this has made the journey also for you very easy.
Yeah, and a lot smoother.
And a lot smoother, yeah. So that was it from Sadie. That was it from Sadie. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that you got value out of it. We are stoked that you stayed all the way to the end. If you haven't subscribed, this is the time that you should do so. click on that subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell. Engage with us in the comment section down below. Like and share this information with anyone that you think might need it. Okay, until next time, kwaheri.